Welcome to a completely objective review of Jin Kazama in Tekken 8. This is part of a series where I get characters to God of Destruction 5 or higher, and I just talk about my experience with that character. Was it easy? Was it hard? What did I struggle with? What did I enjoy with the character? Well, first off, Jin is a very good character. If you're looking for someone to validate your struggles with him by calling him weak and extremely demanding, this is the wrong place to look, unfortunately. He is not the weakest, nor is he the most demanding character. And of course, he is not the strongest, nor is he the easiest character to pilot. He sits somewhere in the middle, alongside a good 30 of the 42 playable characters in Tekken 8 currently. That's just how well balanced Tekken 8 is as far as individual characters go. Now, one aspect that I did kind of struggle with, and this, in my opinion, points to the bigger reason why I think he isn't the top tier. The aspect in question is that he has somewhat lackluster approach tools. Sure, he has electric, forward forward 2, forward forward 4, running 3, but they are all like average. They're good, but average. They can all get stepped to the right, so they all have the same counterplay, which creates a mind game. Will the defender sidestep right duck, or are they going to sidewalk right, or are they going to try keep out? If it's the former, if it's the sidestep right duck, then the Jin player has to actually avoid using any approach tool and then start rush down as usual, with 2-1, down forward 1, back forward 2, down forward 4, whatever, and so on and so forth. But if it's the latter, if the opponent tries keep out, then the Jin player would be better off using those approach tools, which will interrupt the keep out, either with a launch in the case of electric, or a heat engage with forward forward 2, right? So this is a very stark contrast to the neutral skip tools that a few of the top tiers have, which I'm probably showing on screen right now, right? And this is the recurring idea with Jin. He has an option for almost anything in the game, but it is often just a weaker version of what a top tier has. For example, down forward 1-4. Dragunov has an objectively better down forward 1-4, where the second hit counter hit launches and is hella delayable, right? Down back 4, Kazuya's is better. Down 2, Kazuya's down 1+2 is better. And the list goes on, right? Now, do not take my words out of context. Jin is absolutely privileged because he has an answer to every situation. It's just that his options are often just worse when compared to those of the top tiers, right? But if we compare Jin to someone like Leroy, for example, Jin is basically in heaven, right? Since he has actual approach tools, right? Poor Leroy mains literally have to run up to you like beggars, and then they have to do an I-20 frame low just to get their offense started. Same thing for Claudio's keypad, for example, where Jin has forward 4 and other characters have safe down forward 2s or lay back 4 or whatever. Claudio mains literally have to watch you close the gap, and they can do nothing about it if they don't take a risk. Hop kick and down forward 2 are unsafe, and back 1 is not a counter hit launcher, so it is extremely subpar when thrown out in neutral compared to real keep out tools, right? Now, one thing that Jin is remarkably better at than the rest of the cast, or rather, like, one tool that is outstanding when compared to the rest, is his back forward 2. It is really good. I started using it when I was looking for a safe, quick homing mid from standing, and this looked like the best next thing, right? Now, it doesn't really stand out compared to similar moves, right? Lars back 1, Harang down forward 4, Reina back 2, right? You get to lock down your opponent's lateral movements at the cost of you losing your turn if it gets blocked. But Jin, for some reason, out of this move, has 2 follow-ups that are both natural, and both are technically counter-hit launchers, right? Almost, since the one extension can be kinda twitch confirmed into back forward 2-1, down forward 2 if you're really cracked for egregious amounts of damage, or at least, if you're very slow like me, back forward 2-1-2 for a wall splat. At worst it's 36 damage, and at best it is a wall splat for almost half health. But it's not all powerful, right? Back forward 2-3 is not natural if you delay, and the extension will sometimes whiff if they step the back forward 2 sometimes. But so it's not really like the perfect move. It's not the best move in the game, but you have to understand. You did a safe, quick homing mid from standing, and you still have your turn unblocked. Other characters do not have this privilege whatsoever. And that is the strongest aspect of this character that I was able to use while playing him, right? He almost breaks the rule in this aspect. One last thing that I think is worth mentioning when talking about Jin is that he rewards loyalty a lot more than the average character, I think. For a few reasons, right? But the main one is probably parry. So compared to another character like Dragunov, which in my opinion rewards loyalty the least out of the current Tekken roster, right? If you're good at Tekken, you're good with Dragunov. He does not have any specific execution demands that other characters don't, right? He currently has an amazing option for almost every situation you can put him in, but he does not have any particular situation, right? He doesn't have any body of knowledge that will put you ahead. For example, like King's Oki setups, for example, or Brian's taunt execution, which is unique to him and him only, right? Jin is the complete opposite of Dragunov in this context, in that the more time you put in with him specifically, the more he gives back to you in kind. And it comes to a point where certain matchups become incredibly good in favor of Jin if you're good with him. And this is according to Jin players, not myself really. So matchups like Devil Jin and Eddie, right? You will never watch Tekken Master, which is in Eddie main, bring out the Eddie against Raif's Jin because of the matchup. But this only comes with loyalty. You cannot pull off clutch parries if you play Jin as a pocket character, right? You have to main him. You can main Jin and have other pocket characters, but you can't main someone else and have Jin as a pocket character, right? So I guess the point here is that if you like playing Jin, but you're thinking of dropping him because he's not good, first off, you're wrong. Jin is one of the most solid characters in the game after the top tiers. He's not weak. And second of all, just stick to him, because I am sure he will reward the time you put in with him. So overall, Jin is a strong, solid character that doesn't really struggle with any aspect of Tekken, at least not until GOD6, which I don't have any experience with him yet. Maybe I'll do a part 2 where I get him to GOD6 and I'll have a more nuanced take. But for now, he's strong, he's solid, and he rewards loyalty to a very high extent compared to playing him as a pocket character. His only glaring weakness, which I shouldn't really call it that, but I guess his blemish is that he doesn't do anything that the top tiers don't do better, but still a strong character all around. And that was a completely objective review of Jin in Tekken 8. I hope you enjoyed it. If you don't agree, as always, leave it in the comments. If there's one thing I learned from engaging with the Tekken community, is that Jin mains they love to argue, right? And yeah, I actually started with Jin because he is very popular among the people I coach, so I thought I could at least give them this. So, you know, shout out to the Jin bros out there, appreciate y'all. If you play someone else, don't worry, I will get to your characters soon enough. And yeah, you can hit me up for coaching. The link is down in the description. You can also contact me in Discord. The link is also down there. But yeah, that's about it. This has been Magician. Take care and have a good one.